Good morning, children. Welcome to Tuesday's lesson. Today we're going to be doing a bit of work on the vocabulary that appears in our new text, The Truth About Trolls. So I'm going to go straight on to do and share my screen with you so you can see what you've got to do today. So as you can see, we've got 4 words that we're going to be looking at. Later on, I'm going to be asking you to write a sentence about each one. First, I just want to talk about what they mean. So the word bulbous is used in the text. At the start, it says, the adult troll has small beady eyes, a bulbous warty nose, and sharp yellow teeth. And the word bulbous means sticking out or protruding, which is another word for sticking out. And as you can see, my troll here has a bulbous nose. You can see it's sticking out. It's quite a large nose. It sticks out quite far. It protrudes. Then we have an ogre. Now, an ogre is a giant of a creature. And the most famous ogre that I could think of was, of course, this man here, Shrek, or this ogre here, I should say. He's not a man. And he is absolutely enormous. So an ogre is another word for a giant. So far we know that the trolls have a bulbous nose, a large nose. They are giants. We also find out that they live inside caves near volcanoes because it keeps them warm and gives them shelter. And a shelter is a place that gives you protection from bad weather. So the caves would obviously protect them from the rain. And they're also a good place to hide. And finally, the last word that we're looking at is raw. And raw can have 2 different meanings, but the one that we're looking at today is the fact that it's food that's not cooked. And it mentions in the text that they mostly eat their food raw. I think it said that they cook it. It says when the volcanoes have erupted, sometimes the ogres use the hot rocks to cook their food. But mostly they enjoy it raw, and that's food that's not cooked. And as you can see, there is a raw chicken there. It has not been cooked. Some people like to eat raw fish. It's called sushi. There are things that we can eat that aren't cooked, but mostly we cook our food as humans. So what I want you to do today, you should see a checklist. If you can't, then up here, there is a tick with the checklist. I want you to try and use adjectives. I want you to check your work. I want you to make sure you've got capital letters and full stops. And then finally, as a challenge, I want to see if you can use the conjunctions because, when, if, or so to add more information to your sentence. So I'm going to do a practice one. I'm going to show you what I'm looking for. Now, bulbous, sticking out, protruding. I may as well write about this picture here, this ugly looking troll. So, when? I think I'm going to start my sentence with when, because then I'll complete the challenge as well if I use some of those. So when, it looks like I don't know whether he's growling or laughing. It looks like he's cackling to me. So when I'm going to go for an adjective to describe the troll. I'm going to go for grotesque. When the grotesque troll cackled. When the grotesque troll, and remember I've got to use the word bulbous. When the grotesque troll cackled, his bulbous nose that was sticking out. Oh, I'm going to put seemed to grow in size. Seem to double in size? Seem to double in size. There we go. When the grotesque troll cackled, his bulbous nose seemed to double in size. Have I used an adjective? Yes, I've got grotesque. Have I checked my work? I've just done that. Capital letter full stop? Yes. Yes, and I've got a comma to separate my clauses. When the grotesque troll cackled, his bulbous nose seemed to double in size. I can use because, when, if, or so. Yes, I've used the word when. So I have done it there. And then when I'll go on to my next one, I could clear that off and get ready to check it for the next one. So the next word would be ogre. So the best of luck to your children. Like I said, all of the meanings of the words are there. You just need to add some sentences. I think it would be much better if you could stick to writing about trolls, because it's going to help you when you write your own sentences at the end. If you're going to write about something that's not trolls, it's not really going to help you at the end when we ask you to write about a text about trolls. So try and keep it troll based. Thank you. Goodbye.